Tally-ho, Panzer people, and welcome back to Bomber Crew. The last time we were here, we took a look at the B-17 in the US AAF campaign. So today, I thought we'd have a look at what might be a nostalgia trip for some of you, the original, the classic Bomber Crew campaign. Let's get to it. And here we are at RAF Woodbridge. Not sure if that's a real place, although in the last video, I said that about that airbase too. And in case anybody's wondering, I am aware Algeria is a real place. The people from there, though, are completely fictional. Right, first things first, let's meet our crew. Oh, for a second there, I thought there were only two of them. It does feel like we have less crew. Might be because we're in a different plane. And we have far fewer fantastic moustaches this time. But let's go and meet our plane. Here it is, the Avro Lancaster, a classic British aircraft with the appropriate 303 machine guns. But you may notice we have fewer gun turrets. That is something that the B-17 does very well, having a lot of guns. So we're gonna have to figure this one out. And of course we have virtually no upgrades whatsoever, but we can at least paint it. And so to begin with, I think we're gonna go with this one, the Sub-Hunter paint. Kind of inspired by the sort of maritime patrol aircraft. I think that's a good choice. So we're going to install that and get our custom nose art on as well. Alright, I've tried to make my character. It didn't go very well, but you know what? It looks slightly less suggestive than the last one I did. Right, I think we should embark on our very first mission. Let's see, we have a choice of 3. We can bomb a motor factory at Zeebrugge, take out the battery ammo dumps at Todd, or do a search and rescue mission. I feel like this might be something, you know, do some good for the community. Let's go and help bring our boys home. I don't know how exactly we're going to do a search and rescue mission with a Lancaster. Presumably we drop a bomb on him, and then he rides that bomb back home. You know, normal stuff. We also have the Secret Weapons DLC, so we might actually look at some of those missions from that a little bit later on. So let's get on with our search and rescue. Alrighty, everyone's in their stations, and we are ready to go. Take off, and away we go. Navigation point over to the channel. I will say, I very much like the look of the Lancaster. It's got a very sort of utilitarian look to it that I really like. The B-17 looks very sleek and streamlined. This is very much that sort of workhorse look. Oh, look at that. So supplies are dropped from a parachute. And that makes perfect sense. So we are dropping rescue supplies to them, which would be great if we can get there. Now, I've noticed we don't have any belly protection. So it is going to be an issue if anything gets underneath us, which hopefully shouldn't happen. All right, so far so good. Heading out over the channel now. We are feet wet, as they say. Not entirely sure why they say that. I know it's supposed to imply that you're above the water, but it just sort of makes it sound like they're dipping their toes in the water and that airline pilots and fighter pilots just have really long feet. It's not a nice image, I know. But, you know, if I have to think about these kinds of things, so do you now. You're welcome. Oh, there's the drop target. There we go. Over there. Alright, so we need to get our bombardier into the station. And we got select our supplies, open the doors. Alright, we're just about over the target. And away. And let's navigate ourselves away from France. We wouldn't want to go there. It is a silly place. Oh, there are fighters attacking us. This was supposed to be a safe mission. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of fighters. Oh, that's actually significantly more fighters than I was expecting. Right. We also have the opportunity to recon something, so let's go and do that. Why not? Alright, are we having any effect on these at all? I gotta get the bombardier into the gun soon, too. We might actually need the extra guns up. Alright, come on, let's take this photo. Oh, something's just fallen off the plane. Oh yeah, we do have problems. Alright, you, on the gun. And, can you go and fix whatever that is? I think that might be a fuel tank, which could be quite important. Oh, we've got more fighters incoming. Actually, significantly more fighters coming. Plane's a little bit full of holes right now. Alright, gun turret's low on ammo. Alright. Reload. Good thing we got a hotkey for that. Ah, we have problems. Okay, we need to repair our hydraulics. Can you go and reload your gun in the meantime? Alright, we've got untagged fighters. Tag you. Ah, the tail gunner is slightly dead. Can you go and revive him, please? Make him just a little bit less dead. That would be good. I'm gonna put you up in the turret for now, actually. We need somebody on the gun. Oh, he's terrible at it. Well, that's no good. Alright, can you go to the rest bed? You go over there. You go back to your position over here. And then we'll get you on the top turret. Ah, okay, that's problems. We don't have any more first aid kits. We may be about to lose somebody. Oh, we should probably navigate back to base, huh? It does say we need to clear the area of hostiles, but I just don't see that happening right now. We are really struggling. I don't have any more first aid kits. I don't think. We have lost an entire part of our wing now. This is not looking good for us. Alright, you go get more ammo. Reload the gun. And actually, you go into the rest bed. So my thinking is, right now, can we actually just get ourselves back to base? Is that a thing we can do? The entire bomber is struggling right now. This is meant to be an easy mission. We're low on fuel now. Alright, let's transfer all that's remaining out of tank number 1. And we might be about to lose Reynolds. Reynolds is pretty dead. Oh no, McCooey's about to die now. Rest in peace, McCooey. You were a good dorsal gunner until you died. Unless that was Reynolds. It's hard to tell sometimes. I've only just noticed that the entire bomber is glowing red, and I don't know about you, but I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. Then again, we are missing an entire wing, so, or at least half a wing. Gotta be accurate about these things. We're talking about aerodynamics here, I mean. You gotta be sure about how much of a wing you're losing. So we got 3 minutes of fuel remaining. I'm thinking it's because we're short an engine that we're actually pushing one engine a lot harder and we're using more fuel as a result. I'm not sure, but I think something like that's going on. We may have to emergency land in a second here. Alright, I think that's the airfield. Alright, let's go for a landing. Should we lower our gear? Well, let's load the gear. We only have one though. So, hopefully that helps. We got a minute of fuel. We are about to run out. I'm just watching that one tank just drain completely. It now just says 0 minutes. We're in the red. I can see the runway. Are we gonna make it in time? We look like we're pretty far off target. Are we gonna make it? Come on. Oh, we've completely missed the runway. I think we did it. You know what? Considering how this mission went, I'm not surprised that our plane is named the target for tonight. But yes, unfortunately we have lost 2 of our gunners, and we are going to have to replace them. And that is where we recruit new ones. So we've got Fleming, and Polishuk, and Jameson. I think they all have basically the same stats, don't they? Oh no, actually it's completely different. They have a little bit more thermal resistance. Well, we're gonna need that. There you go, you're recruited. And Duncan. Alright, we're gonna go with Joyce Fleming there. And let's get them all suited and booted, as they say. Alright, that's the crew all kitted out. Now, what can we do about our plane? Obviously, we're gonna have to fix its name. Now, as we know, renaming something, be it a boat, a ship, a submarine, or a plane, is typically bad luck. But I think this name has already spoken for itself. And I think we need to give ourselves a strong name. A name with lots of legend and history, and just loads of good fortune for the missions ahead. And that is why we will be naming it Kevin. And while our submarine hunter livery might have worked for the mission over the channel, I think we do need something a little bit different. Yeah, something a little spicy, like the North African camouflage. Now, we do need to upgrade our systems. We did have some problems. Engine extinguishers would be nice. But also, while we can also armor up our fuselage, I think an armored tail might actually be quite useful. Yeah, I might actually do that. But what I'm thinking we need to do is increase the amount of equipment slots we have, because we do not have enough medkits. And that is a very big problem. In fact, I'm gonna put another one up at the front. So we are completely out now, but that should leave us with 3 first aid kits, which is the bare minimum for what we could have needed earlier on. Now, unfortunately, we don't have enough parachutes if we need to bail out. That is a downside. And I would very much like to fix our electrical system, just given how many issues we may have with that. We had a hydraulics failure as well. And all of these parts are kind of an issue when they're just not up to scratch. And so upgrading all these parts is kind of a necessity. You know, you don't want to go into battle with parts that just are not up to scratch, and if they're out of date and gonna fail on you, that's when you might need help from today's sponsor, Apex Gaming PCs. Get all the latest and greatest for your gaming hardware right to your door with worldwide shipping from Apex Gaming PCs. Check the link below and use code PANZER to get 5% off, and that code also applies to all existing promos and discounts. Thank you once again to Apex Gaming PCs for the support on this channel, ongoing as it is. And back to the video. Right, we have a few more missions to take on here. We can go hunting for a submarine over there in what I believe is the coast of Poland, potentially. I'm not entirely sure. But this one over here, knocking out these ammo dumps will actually reduce enemy damage for the next 2 missions, and I think we really do need that. Considering we only have 3 gun turrets to work with, it would be nice if they don't chew us to bits before that happens. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, crew, start engines and take off. And gear up. Some big wheels these bombers have. I did ask that question before in a previous video about how it is that a lot of aircraft at the time had such huge tires. And I don't think I ever got that answered. If you know the answer, let me know down in the comments. But it just seemed like a lot of planes in the sort of 30s and 40s era had just really massive tires. Especially when you look at planes like the A380 and all that, like huge airliners. And their wheels are, they have a lot of wheels, just a lot smaller. Alright, quick check. We have fire extinguishers as well. And we've got 22 minutes of fuel. Right, ammo dump is over there. Alright, starting bombing run. Bombardier to your station. Open the doors. We'll select our bombs. Now, I don't remember exactly how many bombs we need to destroy the ammo dump, so I'm going to go with that. Oh, our electrical system is failing. Of course it would, right at this point in time. Right, you go and fix that. And let me sort out this. There we go. Bombs away. Alright, we'll go and get that target of opportunity over there. Close the doors. We've got fighters. Tag the fighters. There they are. Alright, where's that recon target? Oh, there's 2 of them too. Alright, this is gonna be kind of a quick one. A little flash and dash, if you will. And a photo. Let's get another one. Alright, repairs are done. Alright, get back to your station. Camera's ready. Come on, let's take that photo. There we go. Alright, photo's done. Let's get back to our mission. I think we've got fighters incoming as well. Oh, there they are. Tag him. Quick, tag. Is there another one? I think there's another one. Yes, they always come in 3s. Alright, we've got half the fuel remaining. Oh, out of ammo. Quick reload. It's great that you can just reload with 1 button. Alright, there's our target. We have planes incoming. There they are. Alright, I'll select our bombs. Once again. Oh, we are getting just absolutely ripped right now. Alright, let's open up bomb bay. Come on. Quick, open. And bombs away. Close the doors. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Back to base. The electrical systems are shot. It's only powering the radar. I mean, when have we ever needed that? Alright, let's go and reload all our guns. Oh, Jamison's been hit. Oh, the radar operator's been hit as well. Alright, Reed, don't fix that yet. Get Jamison back up. We've got all the first aid kits for this, thankfully. Alright, and we need... Get back on the navigation. Alright, and then we'll repair that. It's a lot, the crew management stuff. you know? Alright, well, you can go and heal, I guess, in the time that we need, because we don't have a radar right now. You know, I think armoring up the plane was the way to go, as it turns out. We definitely survived quite a bit more than we did before. I mean, both of our gunners still got absolutely shredded, but they didn't die this time. I don't know, I think that's a good thing. Personally, I think it's a good thing when they don't die. Might just be me, I know that's probably a hot take, but, you know. Alright, gear down. Yep. I might have missed that a little bit. I keep forgetting, you know, maybe it's the, maybe it's a bad habit from War Thunder. I'm gonna blame that. I mean, maybe you don't do this, but I've seen a fair few War Thunder landings, and it's almost like landing gear is optional in that game. And there we go. Safe and sound. Back on land once again, with an abruptly short landing. That's one thing, Avro Lancasters, a lot of people don't know this, but Lancasters were known for their amazingly short landing stopping distance. Yes, that was a resounding success. And our crew's leveling up. They're all arriving home safely. It's good when that happens. Alright, I think we can upgrade our crew gear just a little bit as well. I would like to upgrade the plane, but I think we should get a little bit more survivability in our guys here. So we can get a land survival vest, so this is great if you have to emergency land. Not particularly great for anything else, but a helmet. Now, a helmet would be useful. It's going to slow them down, so when they need to reload, that could be a problem. But it might just give them that little bit more survivability, and I think that's a good idea. Gloves would also be a good idea, too. Give them a little bit more protection. Now, oxygen would be a great idea if we do start going to higher altitudes. The problem is we don't have the thermal protection for that. So if we start going up higher, they are going to start freezing to death. That's not good. I know, controversial take, but it's probably not a good thing. A thermal flight suit would help, though. But yeah, all this is kind of expensive. So if I was to equip this to everybody, that would bring their thermal regulation up to +6. It's actually not a bad idea. You know what? I'm doing it. Equip everybody. And then, of course, there's training. And yeah, as the bombardier, or bomb aimer, his other ability would probably be better off being gunner, just because he does actually have his own gun. So I think that's a good idea. We'll train him as that. The others don't have that yet. As for our lovely plane, ooh, we could get a upgraded radar. We can also upgrade our turrets. Oh, wow. You get a 20mm cannon. Oh, that would be nice. So a 303 Mark II, or we can get a belly turret. Again, I don't know how useful this is going to be, because we're not being attacked from below yet. I feel like upgrading what we have right now would probably be a better idea. It is a lot of money to do it. Alright, I've decided the tail turret's getting upgraded. It's a very slight increase in damage per second, but I think it's necessary. We can make do with the rest not being upgraded for now. But yeah, a 20mm cannon. I'm very curious about that, because I don't remember that being in there. Right, next mission. Now, we could do the critical mission, or we could take on an enemy ace. Probably be a good idea. Or we can try our secret weapons mission. We got enemy damage down, so I think we could do both. I would like to upgrade our guns a little bit more, though, and get some level ups for our gunners. So let's try our secret weapons mission. I can't remember if these are extremely difficult or not. So we're about to find out. To the skies. Heading marked. On the way. I've only now just noticed that we actually have flaps. Like, the flaps actually come down for takeoff. And people say this game is not realistic. I mean, it's not, but that's not the point. Alright, we've got a long way to go. So let's just hope the navigator's on point with this. We do have our thermal flight suit, so we could probably try going to medium altitude. I think that'll save a little bit on fuel too, because we only got 26 minutes of fuel. We could run it a little lean as well, but I think our fuel usage does actually go down with altitude. Oh, there's snowstorms. Ah, that could be an issue. Ah, we have an issue with cloud and navigation. We may have to go down. Oh, hang on. Enemy fighters. Remember I said we didn't have a belly turret? Yeah, now would be a good time to have a belly turret, to be honest. Alright, we're approaching Dunkirk. It looks like there's flak up ahead, too. Alright, we're going around the flak, I think. Or trying to. We are getting very, very close to it. I don't like that. Alright, let's go low. Go down. There's quite a bit of flak. I'm not surprised, given that we're attacking what could be like a secret weapons factory. It would make sense to be well defended. Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit chaotic now. There's quite a bit more fighters than I was expecting. We are definitely going through a lot of flak right now. Oh, the gun is knocked out. He's run out of ammo. Quick, reload. Reload the gun. Oh, this is the target. Right. Bombardier. Quick, open the doors. Select the big bomb. Come on. Drop it. All right, close the doors. Let's get out of here. Okay, we're gonna have a tough couple of minutes for a second here. Can you move? Can anybody? I'm trying to get Fleming to pick up the first aid kit. Oh no, we need. The pilot's been killed. Oh, this is all kinds of problems now. All right, navigator, heal the pilot. We have an engine on fire as well. Can I get you on here to pull the fire extinguisher on that engine? Okay, well that didn't work. Oh, I think that gun might have no ammo. Right, you go and reload. And you go and reload. Now we are completely out of first aid kits. And we're being attacked by untagged fighters, which is the other problem. Oh, we might be about to lose Jameson. And Noxfarfen. This was a much more difficult mission than I expected. We lost another 2 crew. This didn't happen on the B-17. Alright, this time gear go down. We have 1 landing gear. I'm sure it'll be fine. We have 1 wheel, but we do have both our wings. And there we go. Well, any landing you can walk away from. Yes, unfortunately Kevin was completely obliterated. Well, you'll definitely do Lombard the Bombardier. Yeah, I think that works. Remember, always employ people whose names rhyme with their job. They were just meant to do it. Like, you find somebody named Rutger, they're meant to be a conductor. Could be a band, could be an orchestra, could be a train or a bus. But they're gonna be a conductor of some kind, preferably not an electrical one. Same with bankers. Although I can see why you can't find people whose names rhyme with banker. And since Kevin was sadly lost on landing, we did bring him back, but unfortunately the airframe was just unrecoverable. So this will affectionately be named Kevin 2. And of course we've actually unlocked roundels, which oddly enough, those aren't RAF roundels. I'm pretty sure that's Commonwealth Air Force's roundels. In other words, this is an Australian Lancaster. So it makes it amazing at flying upside down. Ooh, we've unlocked the 20mm. Look at that. That is a significant difference in damage per second, as you would expect, but not a lot of rate of fire. And significantly less ammo. It would be nice to save up for the Mark 1 with the ammo feed, then we don't need to, you know, keep reloading it, which is really good. But you can't say no to more firepower, can you? Unfortunately, we don't have the money for it, so we are going to save up for that. We can also get the belly turret. We got given the belly turret this time, so we don't actually have to unlock it, which is really good. But yeah, getting the 20mm on top would be nice instead of just on the tail. And it's closer to our ammo, so that would be useful. But yeah, I'm gonna equip the equipment rack down here with the med kit again, because we're definitely gonna need that. Alright, out of the 3 missions, I think I'm gonna go for the sub hunt. It's a low risk and we do need the money. We need a lot of money. So let's get to it. I've decided to put the flame livery on our engines. I think the logic here is that you can't really set fire to something that's already burning, right? Right? That's how that works. Totally. Alright, I think we're over the strait now. So let's dive back down. We are looking for submarines after all, so we might actually have to be, you know, low enough to the water to see them. Probably a good idea. Oh, it's raining. On the plus side, that'll put out any fires, right? Alright, let's get our bombardier to the station here. Do we have fighters on the radar? Oh, we do. There they are. There's quite a lot of them. Alright, I see a photo opportunity here too. Now we got to patrol around and look for submarines, so that's gonna take a little bit of patrolling around, I think. They're hitting our engines, which is not great. That's alright, shot them down, that's good. And there's the photo. Alright, let's get back on target here. Now, do we have fighters coming? I think we do. Oh, that's something up there. There they are. Alright. Gunner needs reload. Quick, reload. Oh, there's a submarine. Bombardier. Open the doors. Quick. Are we gonna get this one in time? That's the question. There. Oh, I think one of our engines is on fire. Oh, we don't have engine extinguishers. Dang it. That's a problem. We might lose that engine. I think we might be able to climb and put this one out. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, a second engine is now on fire. Let's close the doors. And we're gonna emergency dive. Go down. Put that fire out. There we go. Stay at low altitude. We're looking for a submarine. Ah. Hello. Alright, let's open the doors up again. Select a bomb. Get him before he goes back down again. I think I might have dropped a little early. Pow! But I don't think it mattered. And then we got it. Alright, ammo belts need restocking. So let's quickly go and do that before they come back around again. Alright, I'm going to close the doors while we fly around so we don't waste fuel. I'm pretty sure flying around with the bomb bay doors open might contribute to just a little bit of drag, especially if you're flying on 3 out of 4 engines. Oh, there's something. Let's get our bombs ready. Open it up. It's getting dark. Almost too dark to see. And I think the target's gone. Alright, just gonna lean it out for a moment. Give ourselves a little bit more fuel endurance. Alright, let's go back. We got another target. Hopefully we get it this time. Come on. Don't you dive now. There it is. Yeah. Alright, there we go. That's the last submarine. That's the submarine dealt with. And we got fighters incoming. Somewhere around here. Maybe. There they are. Managed to tag one of them. I'm a bit concerned about our fuel use. And also about them hitting my engines here. We've got one engine that's already not in the best of shape. Oh, out of ammo. Quick, reload. Oh, the engine's on fire. No. Oh, we might be about to lose that one. Yep, that's it. That's 2 engines gone. Oh, we are running low on fuel now. Yeah, we'll just back off the throttles just a little bit. Alright, you go over there and fix that one engine. Might give us a little bit more endurance, and then we can deal with the electrical systems. Not that I think we're gonna get attacked over mainland, but would be a good idea to reload our guns and get that gear down as well. Nice and early so we don't forget. And Reed, just sit there on the engine fixing it while we line up for a landing. I'm sure that'll go fine. If anything does happen, at least we're close to land. And there we go. Safe and sound. Definitely piling in the cash there. We're only 1,000 away from being able to get that 20 mil, which I think we're definitely going to want. The optional recons are definitely turning out great. If we can get more than 1 recon photo, that'd be amazing. I just wish we hadn't lost our gunners at all, because they would definitely be much higher level than they are now. I've also just noticed that our entire plane is already armored. We have the armored fuselage all around. So they replaced our old Kevin 1 with a better plane, technically. Or we can get the 2-slot equipment rack as well. But that's 1,700 pounds. That's a lot of money. I would rather get the engine extinguishers. It's been proven that we kind of need that. Now that's interesting. So the port outer engine was the one that fell off, and it's been replaced with a standard engine Mark II. But I think we'll want to upgrade at least one of our turrets. I think we want to go with... See, you could get the one with the... Oh, we can't afford the one with the ammo feed. But I'm thinking this one up here, upgrading that to the Mark II for that just that extra bit of damage per second might actually be a good idea. Because this is the one that has the biggest field of fire. Right. Enemy ace could be at either one of the missions. In fact, I'm pretty sure the enemy ace can show up at the critical mission too. So let's go and rescue our Spitfire pilot over here and see if we can deal with the enemy ace. I do wish we had higher level gunners for this, but we are going to have to make do. Moments like this where we say, the crew of Kevin 2, we salute you. And away we go. You know, something I've just thought of. When they take off, you see the engines start up. but they're already on the runway, which means every time you play Bomber Crew, the crew starts their engines, goes onto the runway, and then switches them off. And now you're not going to be able to not think about that every time you play this game, assuming you are still playing this game. Right, we are looking for a Spitfire out here in the water somewhere. It could be anywhere. Ah, this is the part where we get ambushed. Enemy fighters. Oh, it's the Ace. Right. I need you to get into the Bombardier Bay so I can drop the supplies ASAP. Come on, let me drop them. There we go. Alright, close those doors. Get back in your position. We're gonna kill this Ace. But let's go up to medium altitude. We actually should... yeah, I'm gonna send my radar operator in there. We don't really need that right now. So the reason for going up to medium altitude is so we can use our belly gunner. But also, we can use this corkscrew ability to avoid some damage if we need to. Alright, we've got untagged fighters. Is that engine on fire? I think we have an engine on fire. Potentially. Why are you not tagging? There we go. Alright. Against my better judgment, we're gonna go out there and fix that engine. There's the Ace. Tag him again. He's not even, like, low on health at all. We gotta keep restocking our ammo here. Alright. Flight engineer back inside. Alright, gonna drop down to low altitude for this. Top gun also needs to reload. Because we have a recon over here. That could be quite useful for getting some extra monies. Corkscrew? That's probably the wrong timing for that. It's fine. Alright, can we get a photo from this altitude? Kind of. Is it good enough? I think we got it. Okay, I think we got it. Oh, we need to deal with this Ace as soon as possible. This is where we need that focus fire skill, which the gunners get when they level up. It's just, we've had the gunners die so many times where it hasn't really worked. He's not running, is he? Oh. We've got untagged planes. Alright, reload the guns. Reload guns, and reload guns. Right, so he's run away. It's kind of not great. We missed our chance to kill him. But I really think what we're lacking is just enough firepower, because we were hitting him for a very long time. It just wasn't doing enough damage. Alright, how are we doing for fuel? We got 13 minutes. We're actually doing okay. I mean, keeping that engine running actually really helped. We have one damaged engine, but it should be fine. Obviously, the plane's taken a beating, but it could be worse. There we go. And let's just line up for landing. Drop our gear. Wow. Okay. I think the landing gear collapsed. But all is well. Kevin 2 has returned. Right, it is now time to attempt our first critical mission. Operation Chariot. It's an attack on a U-boat base where a ship filled with explosives is going to ram into the port, and we have to provide cover. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It bodes well, given that it's already raining. So we're flying out to the West Country right now. I decided to run it lean, just so we can minimize our fuel usage all the way there. I just have a feeling we're gonna need it. Don't want to be running on fumes on the way back. And given that we've got such fantastically British weather, the clouds are going to make it a little bit difficult to go at anything other than low altitude, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, hang on, the weather's clearing up. We might be able to go back up to medium altitude. Oh, what's happening now? We're having oxygen system issues. Oh wait, that's the pilot. Why did I click the pilot? Oh, that's not good. It's diving. Oh no, that's the hydraulic systems that are having issues. Right, let's lock onto the ship that we're supposed to defend and get our hydraulic systems back up, because that powers all of our turrets as well. Oh, enemy fighters on the radar. Let's wait for those blips. There they are. Our plane, unfortunately, is very basic, but that should hopefully be enough. We do at least have our tail gunner with the focus ability, which is nice. So I'm actually going to use that now. Come on, reload. There we go. Alright, we have a couple of targets to take out. Those look like enemy ships. Alright, we'll get you over to your bombardier location. And just get the bomb bay door open. There we go. Bombs away. And we're going to hit that one over there too. Oh, hang on. These guys are attacking the ship. There we go. I'll hit that one over there too. Alright. I guess we don't have to go after all the ships. Right. So let's go back and protect our ship then. I'm going to leave Lombard in the bombardier position for now. So he's probably going to have to do something in a sec. And I hate that our tail's already taken damage. Oh, enemy fighters. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. We're going to need the bombardier back in his spot. Up he goes. Alright, let's drop down to low altitude so we can better cover our bomb ship here. We've got enemy guns on the coast. Where are we looking at? Okay, over here. Alright, get those doors open. So we've got a coastal gun shooting at the ship right now. It's already taking hits. Get this going over here. Now, do we have fighters coming in? There they are. Oh, that's quite a lot of them. Alright, tail gunner, use focus again. Ah, the focus skill ran out. It does run out annoyingly quick. Alright, I think the last coastal gun's over here. Which is probably a good thing because we're going to be out of bombs in a second. Although we are knocking out these planes. Alright, bombs away. Close the doors. Alright, let's get back up to our position here. We're going to reload that gun. Does that tail gun need reloading? Oh, it probably will do in a sec. And you should probably reload too. Alright, got enemy fighters on the radar. There they are. We're gonna need a new heading in a second. Let's just get back to our ship here. There we go. I think that giant cloud over there that I've missed the explosion of is the sub base, or the U-boat base exploding. Alright, we've got 12 minutes of fuel remaining. I'm gonna lean it out again. We're gonna go back up to medium altitude. And we are going to get ourselves out of here. Just now, we've got to hope and pray that it's a fairly uneventful journey back. A little bit of anti-aircraft fire, but nothing we can't handle. Oh, once again, spoken too soon. Here come the fighters. Photo opportunity. Alright, let's go low. We're going to emergency dive. We almost dived into that BF-110. Okay, we're going to get you over to photo reconnaissance location. And you go down into the belly turret. That's what it's there for. Let's get this photo done. Oh, there are more fighters coming. Yes, there are. Oh, we are running low on fuel. Now, how far are we? Yeah, I think a little bit more lean. A little bit. But, I mean, the plane's in a lot better shape considering this is a critical mission. I was expecting the ace to show up. And that just didn't happen. But it could be because we already fought them off once. Didn't get the kill, but maybe it's because of that. Alright, gear down. And this time we have both of our landing gear working. Let's just get ourselves safely on the ground here. So you know you're back in England where the instant you're there, it starts just pouring down with rain. It's been like that every single time I've been there. Even when it's not raining, it's raining. There's like invisible rain where you can see it landing on the ground, but you can't actually like see the rain falling. Yep, oxygen's starting to go on the fritz, but it doesn't matter. We don't need it. We're back on land. We are A-OK, and that is a successful critical campaign mission. We're on to the second level of the campaign, and if you want to see me play through the rest of this campaign, let me know down in the comments, of course, as per usual, because the only reason we decided to do this is because of how many of you guys in the comments on the last Bomber Crew video requested more of it. And of course, if you've watched all the way through, a very big thank you to every one of you that does that. And you can comment down below with what your favorite World War II bomber aircraft or fighter aircraft, if you want. Because I really do think Bomber Crew is just one of those classic games, and we really just need more games like this. I'm a little sad that they're not expanding this with even more bombers to fly around with, but if there was one that you would like to see in this game, let me know what it is down in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. And my name is Panzer. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.